We've got Brett Gursky and Matt Felker in to discuss what men really think about Valentine's Day and if certain pressures surround the holiday, while we cheers with our nightcap, Rosie's Rosé, tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, master daters. Welcome back for another episode of It's Complicated. The struggle is real when you're dating in the city. I'm Jen, and tonight we don't have not Jen with us because she's getting off a plane. She was scouting for wedding venues and doing all of the fun love Valentine-y type things with her fiance. And she actually might make a surprise appearance later in the show, but for now it's just me. Lucky you. Party of one. Just kidding, guys. We're actually going to be discussing what men really think about Valentine's Day, which pressures surround the holiday, and if they really do think it's romantic. I don't know. We're going to find out, though, with our guests, Brett Gursky and Matt Felker, tonight on It's Complicated. And we're going to be drinking the Rosie's Rosé. This is our drink of the night because we have a special secret fluffy guest who you will meet in a moment named Rosie. And she's real cute, so you don't want to miss that. And guys, a little bit about our guests. Brett Gursky has been on the show before, and he's a writer, director, producer with his own production company called Magic Hour. And he recently produced the Netflix original documentary called The American Meme. So if you haven't seen it, you really need to, because we can all relate to the social media aspect and those people we follow and what they go through, you know, because they're people too. He previously worked on the Emmy-nominated HBO series Hello Ladies and the Netflix series Small Shots. He's also doing an assortment of other great things, like some rom-coms in the mix, and he recently judged at the Mammoth Film Fest. So, guys, we will talk to him shortly. And we have Matt Felker, who is an American writer, producer, and actor, and former model. So if you're watching, you'll see what he actually looks like. If not, follow him on Instagram. He has a production company with Wayne's World director Penelope Spheris, and has produced and starred in 2 films with her under the banner Midwest Movies. He was also a part of the American Meme documentary that Brett produced. And, you know, we're going to hear about his stint with Britney Spears. He might have been seen in the famous video Toxic.
Still haunting, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Never goes away.
Never goes away because it's toxic, and that's how that goes. Guys, also, what I've been up to, obviously it's been complicated as usual. So I had to have a self-care Saturday. I had a massage, I hung out with girlfriends, planned a baby shower, you know, just all the regular things a single girl does on a Saturday. Helps other people. Also planning another day of dress shopping for Lauren, so that's really fun. And went to a Grammys party. Thought maybe I would meet somebody IRL. Did not. It was a room full of packed industry folk, and I was just not into it, so I went home. But I'm going to Miami tomorrow for my cousin's wedding, and it's going to be so much fun to be with family and celebrate someone else's love. And she has hijacked Valentine's Day, but that's okay, because I don't have a Valentine, and I'd rather celebrate love and stuff with family. Or my dog. My dog is also my Valentine. And that, you know, brings us to our guests, guys, because we have a dog in the studio.
We do.
We do. And as I mentioned, these guys are both involved in the American Meme documentary. And when it comes to Valentine's Day, we're going to ask them, what does it meme to them?
Cute.
Cute. Clever. Hi, Brett and Matt.
What's up?
Hey.
That's Rosie.
And Rosie.
I should have brought Buddy,
I know.
but Rosie can have the
Duck her.
spotlight for right now.
It's so rude that you would leave Buddy at home.
We're building her resume. She was in the American Meme too.
Was she?
She was.
She got more screen time than Dane Cook.
Well, I don't even remember him in it.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Brett put him in there. So.
I did.
Hold on. How's that?
There we go. We have to hear your beautiful voice. So, guys, thank you for joining us.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. You know that this day is actually referred to as Galentine's Day.
Oh, the day before.
Yeah. I don't know why.
From Parks and Rec.
Well, obviously, that's why. That is why. I don't know. But do you really think that girls also need another day, or Palentines need another day to celebrate the holiday?
I mean,
Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, every day should be Valentine's Day if you're in a relationship, I think. Right?
Oh,
He's a
okay.
romantic.
Yeah.
That's very
Hopeless romantic.
You are. Okay,
Yeah.
so why do you feel that way?
Because, I mean, it's like anything. You don't need a day to tell people how you feel about them. But, I mean, I send my nephew and nieces Valentines. It's cute for that. But I don't think you need a national holiday to be romantic.
Yeah, but how cool is it when you're a little kid, though?
Well, yeah,
In,
as a
like,
kid,
second
it's
grade,
fun.
where everyone's your Valentine.
And
Yeah.
you get like candygrams, and
That was
everyone
fun.
has to. But like you're like, who brought the coolest one?
And even
Right.
if you're the kid that no one likes, you still get a Valentine.
Right.
Yeah, it's
The
basically
day's important for them.
right. Oh, cute.
This feels like metaphorical for Valentine's Day. Like she's busy.
She's gone.
And the single people are
And
not.
I know, and we're just here because we have
Yeah.
nowhere else to be. This is Valentine's Day for us,
Valentine's
guys.
Day.
So
Well, it works well because single and engaged and single and engaged.
you're engaged.
I'm engaged.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
My fiance's stuck in New Zealand because of immigration. So,
Well, that's not romantic.
no, but I sent her a lot of flowers and a little teddy bear and.
Do
all
they
that.
celebrate it there?
Yeah,
As
of course.
much?
Yeah,
Oh.
still.
I
So
feel
is
like
it-
it's an American
big-
holiday. but
I
guess not.
figured it was not an international thing.
It's a big holiday.
Interesting.
There you go.
There's a lot of pressure, even international, for Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness. So how long have you been together that you're still making a big deal of Valentine's Day?
2 years now. 2 years, and it's still
Hold on.
it's still a thing.
Sorry, I just almost spit up my rosé.
Still-
You've only been together for 2 years. You're already engaged.
Yeah, we
When
got
you
dates
know,
after
you
a year.
know.
Yeah, it's kind. I mean, I've done plenty of dating. You know, when you know, you know.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
We did like a year, and we figured because of like just immigration and stuff like that, like if it was gonna last a year, then we'd do the next step because we got to get her in the country.
We
So,
gotta get her back.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like this is a campaign for getting her back.
Yeah, no, we got like three more weeks, and then she's in the country forever, and then I'm married.
Oh, my
wait,
goodness.
when do you guys get
yeah.
married?
Probably April. We're gonna do
Probably. That usually takes planning.
Well,
I mean,
no,
I lost
no.
Lauren to wedding planning.
We need to do like just basically the courthouse thing first, and then the year later we'll actually do a real wedding. Type
Okay.
thing, so
it sounds like you're
it's strategic.
but
It's
it
very
sounds like you're
strategic.
a hopeless romantic too, because you're doing all the things that like the people do.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you have to. I mean, I think it's just part of it. You can't get in a relationship and then get laxed, because then,
True.
you know.
Well, that's like kind of what you were saying about how if you're in a relationship, every day should be Valentine's Day.
Well, it doesn't have to be every day doesn't have to be Valentine's Day.
But you
it's
should
just,
show
you
love.
have to have some sort of, I don't know. You have to do the work type thing.
Do the work.
Relationships take work, you know.
I love that.
And if you don't do the work, you're going to be like that dude in LA who's like, 45 and single that's dating, 19-year-olds.
Guys, there's so many of that. I can't even begin to deal.
I mean, LA is that in a nutshell because it's Peter Pan. No one has to grow up. So
But you obviously are growing up.
I know, but I'm a late bloomer. I mean, I've done a lot of dating, and I should have been married, 10 years ago with 3 kids. So
Well, if you weren't living here.
yeah, I mean, if I was living like in Wisconsin where I grew up, I'd probably have like 4 kids by now. And
Right.
But why do you think that is? Like, what do you think causes?
Pan syndrome.
But why just LA?
I don't think
the whole culture.
It's a culture, and I don't think there's the social pressure put on you. If you're from like the East Coast or the Midwest or somewhere like conservative, Miami's probably not that way. Being from Miami, it's like a little bit more lax type thing. Like, oh, you're 40, you're single, like, cool, you're just dating, and that's normal. But like if you're from where I grew up and you're like in your late 30s and single, it's like, what mental illness do you have? What's wrong with you? Like, like, are you sure you're not gay? Like, it's like it's one of those type things that there's a lot of more pressures than there are in Los Angeles. Like, no one cares. Like, you can be like 50 and have like a 19-year-old girlfriend and you're getting like high fives.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the Midwest, you're a pedophile.
Well, and people here, like, because everybody's in the industry, are like, I'm gonna just take the George Clooney route.
I was just going to say,
Like,
George
oh,
Clooney becomes the prototype of
but
the Bachelor
you
in
guys
LA.
aren't as successful or look like George Clooney. So
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to remember.
Us or everybody?
No, not you guys.
Okay.
Us
You
too.
guys are
Thank you.
great. You guys are just killing it. In fact,
you.
so you are really busy doing all of the important things in entertainment.
Correct.
So do you even have time to date? How the hell did you even get engaged?
Can I take credit for you guys meeting, sort of?
Yeah,
What?
it was
Another
one.
It
There's
was-
dozens.
I'm still waiting for you to
So we
make a
were
match
we
out
were
of me.
at a wedding.
Yes.
My friend Dan Spink's wedding, and we
I
were,
know Dan.
Yeah,
In
so,
Malibu.
So yeah, we were at the wedding, and we were at the loser singles table together.
Like my table here right now.
Side by,
Definitely not
side by
losers,
side.
but the singles table.
The cool
And
table.
Cool
Brett
table.
rips out his phone, and he's like on this like dating app.
Well, I
And-
showed him Raya. I wasn't using it
Okay.
at the wedding. I just showed you.
Yeah,
what
he was
it
trying to match at the wedding.
Right. showed
But
him
yeah,
what it
so he
was.
showed me that, and I had been introduced to it probably a year earlier by one of the guys that was like starting. It was a friend of mine, and I'm like, oh, that just looks horrible. It looks so lame. And then I saw like the caliber of people that were on this thing, and I'm like, looks good to me, and that's how I met her. So
So we got him on
through-
it.
Okay.
So
through
then we
Raya.
got him on, that night. We like signed him up for it,
Oh wow.
and then he met her
Okay, so I have an opinion about Raya. I personally feel like it's too social media related and not romantic enough. Like
Well,
I don't
I
inspire
don't
love.
have really social media, so it's
He's
like,
anti-social media.
and that was my
Yeah.
stance in American Meme
Yeah.
too. I was like the opposite of everyone.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, no, it works. I mean, I still have it. I still like, I'm not just for friends. And if you match with like someone and you talk to them, they get all weirded out that you're in a relationship. It's like, just because I'm on this and talking to you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. Like,
Yeah, but why even have the app? I actually find it to be so frustrating and annoying to even be on it at all. Like I have a job, I have friends to talk to, I have family members I have to communicate with.
think
Another avenue I have to like pursue.
I mean, it
tired.
kind of comes and goes. You get bored, you know. It's like you just get bored with life. And you're like, oh, let's see what's
Do
on
you?
here. Sometimes
You've got this dog. You don't even have a right hand. Your dog's on it.
I know. I don't have anything. It's this dog runs me for the most part. But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. It's just, you know, I'm relatively antisocial by nature. Like Brett's out all the time. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. So it's
Right.
like for me, like my social activity is like on my phone in my bed with Rosie on my arm.
Right.
Like that's
Well,
my,
and this fiance of yours.
yeah, and you know,
When
and-
she's in the country.
Right.
and she's you know been on the other side of the world for 8 months. That I have to go back and forth from New Zealand because she can't come back into the United States. So
Man,
Gives
that
you a
is
little bit of time.
effort.
Gives you a little
Okay.
bit of time.
So
hi.
obviously it's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So and you already did your presents and
Well,
all the things.
it's Valentine's Day there.
Right,
Because they're a day-
it's a
they're a
day
day
ahead.
ahead. So
And
she
it's
got all of her
Valentine's Day. So it's basically the same idea for the next 3 days. It's Valentine's Day.
Right.
So, because some people celebrate it on Friday because they're like, we're not going to go out on a Thursday. But so you already did all the things. Are you going to do anything to celebrate yourself on Valentine's Day? Do you even care?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're all so self-involved in Los Angeles. Aren't we celebrating ourselves like every day?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does
I
that
mean,
make it
it's-
different than
it's
any
like,
other day?
Hey, I'm gonna go get a facial day. I'm gonna get a manicure. It's like, oh, we do
But
that
is
every
she
day.
going to send you something? Like, do you
Yeah,
want
no,
to
she
feel
she
like
sends
the love?
flowers. Like
She sends flowers to
yeah,
you?
I get
Oh, that's
flowers.
nice.
Yeah, it's like
If she didn't, would you be upset?
no. I told her to save her money, but she still does it.
Oh my God, cute. Does
That's
it make
nice.
you feel extra loved?
Yeah, because I've been in relationships before where it's like I do all the work and I get nothing in return. So it's weird when someone actually cares about you.
Oh my God.
Because I don't
this
think
is
I've ever had a
perfect.
girlfriend.
Hopefully
that
they're
actually,
not watching.
I always am like, you really like me. Like I don't feel like any of my other girlfriends actually liked me.
Makes sense why you proposed then.
Yeah, it's like she actually like,
Keep that one.
And my parents thought the same thing too. Like she actually likes you and cares about you. Whereas the other ones I don't think did.
Well,
So-
good thing you locked it down.
You can
Put a ring
Google.
on it.
You can Google the other ones.
Was it Britney Spears? no. Oh,
No.
I wish that was why you were in it because she was like, let's,
Oh, that would have been good.
No,
Make it toxic out of you.
She was. I mean, I've known her on and off for years though.
yeah.
Maybe I could have been Kevin Federline. Who knows? I
You
I
could've.
didn't make the move.
If only.
I didn't make the move when I
I don't
should've.
think that should be anyone's goal because where is he now? But you know,
If you watch American Meme, he talks about how it was such a short amount of screen time, but it
Became
has
a-
been
It was. I
his
mean, it was like
thing
it's
forever.
like 13 seconds, literally.
well, also Brett made a point to tell me that
Yeah.
you were in that, and I think that's an awesome thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I
you
grew
know,
up with that video.
people.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of annoying when you are now in your late 30s and people are still talking about it, but.
At least they're talking about.
But
it.
exactly. I mean, it's like it
In
is what
this
it is.
town?
And,
People
you know,
don't remember Kevin Federline, but maybe they remember you.
and for her too. I mean, she's will go down as a huge star, like
Yeah.
forever. Like she's never like going to be like a flash in the pan. I mean, she's like the Madonna of our generation. So, it's not like it's not a horrible thing to be associated with.
No, definitely not. Okay, so Brett,
But-
what are you going to
well,
be doing?
I was
for
gonna. Well, one more thing I was gonna say about American
Yeah.
Meme that's interesting is if you watch it on Netflix, they kind of show the difference about when he did the toxic video pre-social media, and when Emily Ratajkowski did the blurred lines video post-social media, and how different it was for their lives because there was a way.
I also
for her
don't have
to,
a great rack either, so it didn't work in my favor.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
but there was a way for her to take an appearance in a music video and turn it into a career.
Yeah, it was a different time. I mean, I remember I was like in all the tabloids and stuff, and they would write me up as the wrong person. That was Jason Lewis from Sex and the City, and
Okay,
then
I
I
can
was
see that,
like,
totally.
then I was like the Calvin Klein guy, and then I was like,
none of these are bad. but-
No, I know, but it wasn't me, so it was like even worse. Like everyone's getting credit for my 3 seconds of work. But yeah, I mean, it was just a different time. You had to hire a publicist, and when you're broke and don't have any money, you're not going to be paying someone $2,500 to get your name right in Us Weekly.
Right, and now social media just makes it so even if you're like in a photo with a celebrity,
You'd be like,
now
no,
you have
that's
a
me.
follow.
That's
Right,
me.
Right.
Yeah.
exactly. You just
Because you
be
get tagged, exactly.
and it's so easy to just grow a following in that way.
Rosie's your buddy.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
She's working the room.
I know, I love it because Moch isn't here. Brett, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Are you?
To be honest, I hadn't even thought about it other than I was away for the last 2 weeks. So before I left town, I made sure I sent my nephew and nieces their Valentines
So
in New
cute.
Jersey. And I'll
He was
just-
in Fiji.
I was in Fiji.
Yeah. So what were you doing there again?
Just being,
So-
being fancy.
Yeah.
Being
No,
Gursky.
I have friends. Yeah, I have friends working on a movie out there. Yeah, you know Jeff Wadlow. Of
course I
He was
do.
my camp counselor back in the day, and he is directing a movie called Fantasy Island for Blumhouse. So I get to go visit the set because
The plane.
yeah, how often do you get to go to Fiji?
Never.
So it was awesome.
You go on your honeymoon usually, but
Oh,
you
really?
in this case,
I didn't even know.
yes.
To be honest, we were like the only Americans there. Most of the people there are visiting from Australia and New Zealand. Like
Yeah.
to them, it's like
It's like a hop, skip, and
it's
a
like
jump.
us going to Hawaii from LA. So they would. A lot of people were like, "Where are you from?" We would say LA, and then be like, "Why are you here?" Because they just weren't used to it.
Well,
But-
because you go there because when you have a honeymoon, you have an extended period of time off, and so you go
Right.
to a place you wouldn't normally go.
Well, it was awesome. I mean, we hiked through the jungle. We went on 6 zip lines in a row. Went to a waterfall. Went jet skiing. I mean, there's a thing called Cloud 9, which is like a floating dock in the middle of nowhere. That's awesome. There's
You need your own like show, like Wild on Gursky.
I
Wild
know.
on. By the way, I would do
Like
it.
Wild on Gursky. Like
I
take over
actually,
Brooke
there were
Burke.
a lot of moments where I was like, I wish there was a camera crew following this because for the country of Fiji, the tourism,
Yeah.
you know, they would have liked the video
He's
of
like
everything
Kevin
we
Bacon.
did.
It's like the 6 Degrees of Brett Gursky.
Wait, that's what
Well,
we did last time I was on here.
yeah, absolutely. We
Six
played a
Degrees
game.
of Brett
And I
Gursky.
didn't even watch your show. I didn't even know that.
I
Well, you
mean,
should have.
You
But
should
yes,
have,
we did
actually.
talk
You
about
should have
that.
studied.
But
also,
but
yeah.
it was very fun, and I already wanted to visit because Jeff was directing it, but then he ended up casting a bunch of my friends. So Austin Stoll was in it,
Yeah.
and Lucy
Who
Hale.
I matched with on Raya.
Oh,
How'd it
I'm
go?
sure he'll be.
We never went out.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Did you
that
even talk or no?
We did talk, but then I think he started dating Nina Dobrev, and I'm not her, so it didn't work out.
Okay.
Same coloring though.
Thank you.
Similar.
Good. My fake tan's working. Sweet.
But also Lucy Hale's in it, Maggie Q, Portia Doubleday, Ryan Hansen, Jimmy O Yang. So it was a really fun crew.
Yeah.
Hung out with them for a week. I went for a week, but you lose a day. You go Thursday, you get there Saturday morning.
I felt like you were there forever.
Well, you never have a Friday. So I was gone for a week, but I only had 5 nights in Fiji. And then I come back. You leave Thursday night to come back to LA, and you land Thursday morning. So you have 2 Thursdays. So I had 2
Weird.
Thursdays, February 7th, 2 of them. Got on another plane at LAX to Mammoth Film Festival for
You
4
sound like
nights.
Miley Cyrus.
It was a lot. Oh, hopped on a plane
Yes,
at LAX.
all I
had
hear-
that song in my head, actually,
Well,
when I was
it's a good
walking
song.
through the airport.
It's a really good song.
But then went to Mammoth, which was the opposite weather. They had 11 feet of snow before I got there.
Did you repack or did you have one suitcase?
So one suitcase, the bottom was Mammoth and the top was Fiji.
Very efficient.
And
I like it.
then you flip. And so I had like the winter coat on the bottom. And so then I was a judge at the Mammoth Film Festival, watched 53 short films before I went,
Whoa.
picked my favorites. They had an award ceremony at the end.
How was it?
Awesome. So fun.
I mean, just from watching on social media, because
It was
obviously,
pretty fun.
you know,
Instagram.
yeah, it's a part of our lives, and now I know everything about everyone. It looked like a really good time, and also
awesome.
a really good place to potentially like meet someone because everyone's cold. You're having a good time. It's like a smaller film festival.
Well, I knew everyone already because it was, you know, you would know
So
the
you should have
people.
been there, not the Grammys.
Oh, you should have come to Mammoth.
Wrong.
I did not get an invite, Brett.
Oh, well, I had a movie in the festival last year, and so they invited me to come back again this year. I'm just, the fact that I pulled it off, the 2-week excursion, I'm very proud.
Leave it to you.
Came back Monday, reunited with my dog, and I haven't even had time to think about Valentine's Day, but tomorrow, is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll think about it, I guess.
Have you not gotten Buddy like a Valentine's Day gift?
What
or
are you
anything?
doing for Valentine's Day?
didn't
is
yet,
the
but I'll
question.
do that
That is a
tomorrow.
good question. Well,
Let's talk about,
Do we all
you.
hang out?
Let's talk about you.
His fiance
I would love to. However,
out of the country.
I'll be on a plane to Miami for my cousin's wedding.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
tomorrow.
good
But
Yeah,
do you have
yeah.
but do you have a date?
The people on the plane.
No,
So
were
you're
you,
not importing a date, or you don't have one.
were you
that's
invited
on
with
the
a
way?
date to the wedding?
Yes, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want
Does
to
he
just
count, though? He doesn't
bring a
count.
date to like have a date unless I'm seeing somebody because it's like my family and we have like a family.
It's also
rule.
weird too because there's that like pressure that you're supposed to hook up with that person you go with.
Yeah.
And if it's someone you don't want to hook up with, it's like this weird like ugh. Like I gotta,
Well, we have a family rule. It's if you haven't been dating for 3 months, then or maybe it's 6 months now. I don't
can't
know.
they can't come to the
Yeah,
wedding.
because they're like, well, we have to pay for this person. Like, we don't want them in our photos because what if they're not around longer?
Well, they don't
Like,
have to be in the photos, but 3 months in LA should be celebrated, I think.
yeah, that's
like engagement.
serious.
That's like-
Some people get
Right.
engaged after that.
They look
but
down on that everywhere else, but we're like 3 months.
You made it.
3 months is like 3 years.
Yeah, no, they say 3. If you get past the 3s, you're really getting
I think
somewhere.
it's like 8 months you figure out the crazy. Normally like 8 months. Anytime I've dated someone for about 8 months, you see like, oh wow, this bitch is crazy, and it's 8 months. And
Or
if
they don't get you flowers on Valentine's Day. Those
They don't
bitches.
get you anything. They just like it's like whatever.
Very
Oh.
self-absorbed.
Yeah. Okay. But so I am not really celebrating Valentine's Day, and I'm okay with it because it sort of took the pressure off for finding a
But you're
Valentine.
gonna buy yourself something?
Flight to Miami.
I bought myself, I think,
Like you send yourself flowers,
a
like
piece of jewelry or something.
from someone else. Will you
Like
send
in
yourself
Clueless.
flowers and like sign
No.
from someone else?
No, I got myself a piece of jewelry because I needed something for the wedding anyway, and I was like, well,
Good excuse.
Yeah.
You should have a guy waiting at the airport with balloons and flowers, just like a friend.
That'd be cute.
Just so when you get
Although
off the plane,
it's
everyone's
gonna be
jealous.
my mom.
There's
'cause
probably
we're
like an
going to
app you can
dinner.
buy
That's your
someone.
mom.
You can probably buy someone on an app.
Oh yeah.
Rent a Valentine.
It's like a
Wait,
Postmate.
let's invent that. That's
Like a
pretty good.
Postmate date.
That's our next thing.
Where
Rent
you
a
just
date.
need a stand-in.
Rent a date.
Yeah.
Pick me up at the airport, but come with balloons
Like
and
all the
flowers.
Make
out
a
of-
scene.
all the
like
out of
Love
work-
Actually.
Yeah,
Like
all
a
the
whole
out of work
thing.
escorts in LA.
Absolutely.
It's perfect.
Or the people that are like Uber drivers that have nothing to do for the next hour go and
Right.
get you flowers and show up to get you at the airport
make you feel special.
anyway
Right.
because they're
Feel
picking you
You
up.
might want to pick the age and the look, just so
Right. There's going to be more
the
filters
Uber
involved.
driver
Is
with the
like
flowers and the balloons
95
picking you
doesn't
up.
speak English and he's like tiny little. Whatever. This is. I think we should work on
That's
this for
interesting.
sure.
Rent
This
a
is,
date.
this is a good.
It's an interesting
good business
concept.
thing.
But I did get my dog a little cookie that's like a bone with like hearts on
Oh,
it.
nice.
So she has a present, obviously, for Valentine's
Tomorrow.
Day.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Are you taking her with you?
No, I'm not, which is super sad that
Where
I'm not
do you
going to
do
be
it
with
with
her.
her?
She's going to go to camp where she goes when
Okay.
I go out of
That's
town.
what
See, you
Buddy
should have
just
brought
did.
him and met. They could have been friends and
I
hang out. She
know.
needs friends. She's very antisocial.
She's friends
Oh.
with Buddy.
Well,
They're all
Dang
we
it.
should do a day at the dog park because that's a great place for me to meet somebody. And Brett, do
Rosie
you not...
doesn't love dog parks.
It's all right.
Buddy's okay
She'll
with
take it for the
them.
team though.
What?
Oh,
my
oh
God.
my
how nice of you to join
goodness.
us. How
Oh
nice.
my goodness.
Wow.
My date has finally shown up to this party.
You left her
don't even
alone
want
on
to tell
Valentine's
you
Day.
what just fucking happened.
But
to
now
me.
you have to.
You
have to
have
now.
to.
Was your flight
here.
delayed?
Yes.
It was delayed several times.
Oh.
And then her Uber driver like went the wrong way.
Oh,
and
wait,
it's
where
a
are,
whole
you, where are
thing.
you coming from?
You don't even need that. We're just talking.
Oh, the flight was a 47-minute flight that was supposed to
From
land at
where to where?
2:45 from
Wow.
Oakland, California.
Oh,
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hey.
Happy
Lauren.
Valentine's
Hi,
Day.
Not
welcome
Jen.
to your show.
Hi. Hi. Not
Welcome to
Jen.
your own show.
Welcome to my own show. I'm the surprise guest tonight.
You are.
Amazing.
So I know you're really excited.
We're now drinking Rosie's Rosé because that's Rosie the
This
dog.
is Rosie.
Okay, that's the rescue pup. Oh, and that's perfect for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
She's
we were
a
just
rosy
talking
baby.
about the dog park and potentially meeting people there.
Okay.
Our dogs are a little.
We're gonna intervene here, and we're gonna all take her to the dog park and try to meet dudes.
Yeah, they're gonna
right.
wingman.
But hold on though. Okay, but that's good if you. Okay, hold on now. From a guy's
We're all
perspective,
gonna show up with our dogs.
Are you okay approaching a girl that's with a bunch of dudes, or are you
Yeah.
more
Great
okay
question.
approaching a girl or whoever if she's with a bunch
But
of
at
girls?
a dog park, you don't know that we all arrive together.
Yeah, the thing is, it's all kind of fair game at a dog park.
Yeah, dog parks.
Because you
Is
don't
it
really,
though?
you don't know who's with who.
Yeah,
you
we
don't-
could have just.
you don't
met at the
think
dog
though
park.
that like walking up to a girl that's already got a crew of people is intimidating? You literally
'cause at a
like
dog park-
interject.
No,
But a
have you
dog
seen
park-
what your dog looks like and my dog looks like?
Right.
It's like it's the most non-intimidating thing
And
ever.
my dog.
Oh, well,
It's like this little froofy dog. It's like, oh, he's probably gay. It's fine.
True. I could be
maybe.
with my gay friends. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Brett and I
or
could,
a
Brett and I
brother,
could be your.
or a, who knows?
dog.
But
Right. Exactly.
His
Or
dog's wearing
you-
a sweater. Which
My dog's
makes it
wearing a
even-
cashmere sweater for God's sake. I mean, how gay does that make me look?
well, listen,
really
it
great.
can
I
make
love
you
it.
look whatever, but also you never know who you're approaching. Jen could be married. Jen could be a lesbian.
Not
Jen
if she
could
doesn't
be,
have a ring.
Well,
This hand free.
I
Free as
mean,
could be.
you just never know.
But aside from the dog park, Matt's backyard is like a VIP dog park. You
Yeah.
can just show up for like an actual hang,
Okay, but like,
but you won't meet anyone new.
well, I
You
was
won't meet
gonna say.
anybody.
So Brett, you're the ultimate connector.
I guess I can invite some single guys to your backyard with their dogs.
Yeah,
I
just
think
hang out.
we
like
should
a
make-
sausage party. In the
Why don't we make
backyard.
like a barbecue of it, or
Yes.
like
That's a good idea.
yes,
like you know how they do Valentines? We were talking about how ridiculous that is. Like,
Yeah.
why is that a thing? But we could do like a Valentines, belated Valentines in your backyard, where we all have to bring a single person.
Oh, well, no,
What?
that's too forced.
No, we won't say that.
He'll
but like,
just
we'll know
invite
it.
a couple
You just
people.
invite a bunch of people.
Fine.
Bring your
Actually,
dog.
I
over.
have a guy you should meet.
I love when this
Wait,
happens.
do
people
you?
always do this on
But
the
do,
show.
but do you?
Let her
Do you
know.
no, it's just like you just ding. Do you have like a type?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, well, what's your type? And we'll see if he even meets the criteria.
I think giving a celebrity would be like a Zach Levi.
He's Jewish and tall.
Love him.
Oh, really? The guy
You
you're thinking of?
just-
Yeah, he's my
Oh,
writing
perfect.
partner.
Oh, really?
He's
Perfect.
my writing partner. He's got a legitimate career.
Oh, wait, I know him.
He was the co-creator of Pimp My Ride.
I know who it is. He's a good one for her.
Yeah.
Have I
Ari-
not tried to
Ari-
set them
Ari's
up?
my
Why
guy.
didn't you think
Wait,
of
I'm
that?
trying
He's
to
got a
think if I did
dog.
it
He's
or-
got a small rescue dog.
He's got a small rescue. Had me at dog.
I mean,
Yeah, I
And
know
all
who
the
it
other
is.
things. The other things too.
is this particular individual over the age of 34?
Yes.
Yes.
Is he taller than?
He's 6'1".
Oh,
He might be 6'2".
oh.
This is
Let's
great.
bring him in.
Because I'm
No,
6
he's
feet
not
taller.
here.
Here, and a surprise
That would've
guest
been
number
great if he
4.
was here.
Oh my gosh,
He's really,
guys.
and I always try to hook him up. He's like, no,
Oh,
she's
wait,
not
that's
cute
good.
enough, but you're cute enough. I think you're a good match.
You're
I
cute.
is verified as cute.
Are you
enough.
Jewish?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I know. This
God.
might be it.
This is the oh my god.
I've hung
this
out
is-
with him.
I'm gonna
You
call him.
guys.
I'm gonna like text him right now.
Just tell him to-
Is it too
Tell him
much?
to turn on
This is
Can
the
I-
best
can I
Valentine's
text him
Day
on
gift you-
air?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can, yes.
Wait,
And you can read it out loud
Wait, do
if
you
you
call
want.
him on speaker?
No, I don't know.
Hold on.
Do people
Matt,
call people anymore?
do
I don't know. Hold
you...
on. Can I get up for a second?
Yeah.
Yes,
Go for
get
it.
up. Well, you might need to unattach your
Ugh.
microphone. Wait, okay, so
Wow, this turned into like the dating game.
listen.
This is a
musical,
Valentine's Day gift to me.
musical
Right.
chairs. Do you feel like trying to set something up for like tomorrow is too much pressure?
Oh,
Do you
Well, not
oh,
that
that's how we start.
here.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he started. Do you have plans on Valentine's
But I
Day?
do,
Oh, but she's
guys.
flying away.
Unless, yeah, he
well,
wants
good
to
luck
come
with
with me
that.
to the wedding.
Wait, does he want to go to a wedding in Miami?
I hope you get to where you're going on time, Jen.
Right.
I will. I will.
Wait, do
Rose,
we
get up here. Come
offer
on.
him to go to the wedding?
No.
Or just kidding?
No, Brett, that's too much. Don't you think that? Okay, so if you're in,
Oh, do you want to know what a weird sign this was?
Always. He would
My
text you.
phone was open to his contact when I opened my phone.
Meant to be.
I've hung out with
This
him.
is
This
like
is a
some
good idea. I've
weird
known Jen.
LA like crystals and.
I've known
tarot.
Jen
love
for how
crystals.
many
Shit, yeah.
years? 2002.
Yeah, that many.
How many years is that? 17 years
17.
I've known Jen. So,
that's not normal for here.
To know each other that long?
well,
I mean,
we
for
both,
here.
neither of us lived here yet.
Right.
Yeah.
He made me move here, in fact.
I made a lot
Oh,
of people move
thank
here.
God, Brett, you
Thank
are the
God.
ultimate connector.
Well, this is
Don't you-
perfect. 1 degree, Matt to Ari to you.
Oh,
He's a good guy too.
See?
He's a nice
really
guy.
good guy.
I love everything about this.
I mean,
guys.
this is sounding like a Valentine's
He's
Day
tall.
dream
He's
come
normal.
true.
He's Jewish.
I'm so glad I showed up
It's
to
a
the show
Valentine's
today.
Day miracle.
It is a Valentine's
And
Day.
he's always like, I need a Jewish girl. I'm like, dude, just like.
Enter Jen.
See, if he had said
Drew.
it to me, I might have thought of Jen, but
Yeah.
I'll let you have this one.
No, you've given up. on
Because
it.
every girl I've tried to hook up with is like, no, she's not Jewish. Can't do it.
Brett, how many people have you hooked up that have been successful?
A lot. All.
Me, sort of.
I think there's only
Really?
been one divorce,
sort of.
but they all got married.
One divorce.
A lot of kids born because of my intros.
But what about?
I don't do it on
Jen?
purpose because it's organic. It'll just
Yeah.
be like
No, he
this.
used to
This
set
I'll
me
take
up all
credit
the
for
time.
this one. Yeah, she dated probably 8
take
guys I
credit.
know.
Oh, he's gonna take credit because he's gonna be like, well, I brought Matt to your
Exactly.
show, and Matt
Which is fine.
thought of the guy.
So is this
and
how
I
you
would have
take
thought of the guy.
No. Usually it happens in person. Like Ari would have been with us and it would have happened. But
Oh.
This could be good.
Sorry.
This is now that I'm thinking about it. This could be really good.
Okay, I mean, I'm
listen, I've
into it.
tried with Jen. I've introduced you to a lot of people.
I know, but you. Okay, here's the thing.
Hold
we
on,
talked
smile. I'm
about.
gonna take a picture and text him.
I mean,
wow.
he can watch the show if he
my God,
wants.
you
I
guys.
We'll do
mean,
both. This is gonna be
This
great.
is
though.
Lauren,
real.
you talk right now while I take a picture.
This is
Ready?
real live dating setup. This is how it works. This is why
Let's
we
do
do
it a little
the
more
show.
natural. A little more natural, just like in your own element.
This is why
Just
we do
talk.
the show because any moment you need to be
Perfect.
open to receiving this sort
and
of a
she was
thing.
very open
Absolutely.
to it.
Super, always open to
But
it.
also, I introduced them at the American Meme premiere.
Yes.
And you were like, "You want to do our Valentine's show?" I said, "Can I bring Matt?"
Yeah.
It all kind of was meant to
So
be.
it was Brett.
No, but it was meant to
definitely
be. I'm saying.
6 degrees
Yes,
of
no,
Brett.
I think, and the fact that Matt's phone was opened up to the contact of this.
I mean, what are the
person.
odds of that?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
There aren't.
Well,
All I text was girl on left, Jewish, single. What do you think?
Girl on right,
girl on
looking
right,
at wedding venues,
girl on right,
engaged.
running fast to get somewhere that should have only taken about 2
By the way,
minutes.
I knew
So wait,
her.
are you getting married in Oakland?
No.
Does anyone get married in Oakland?
I mean,
I
if
didn't
you're
think so.
from
we didn't
there-
want to
That was the
insult
first.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's where she was coming
No,
from.
we were looking. We were in Napa looking at some potential places, but I just don't think it's going to be the place. So
I knew her fiance separately from her.
Yes.
I didn't set them up, but I did know them.
Surprised
The
you didn't
fiance?
take
Do I know
credit.
the fiance?
Actor.
James
and
Ferris?
went to Syracuse with me.
yeah, they went to the same college.
Don't know.
Well, you know, it's a small world here in LA
It
after
is.
a while.
So Lauren, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I am doing nothing, just having home eating dinner with Bella. My fiance has a 9-year-old daughter from a previous relationship, and we are all just eating dinner
Do
together.
we set her up with my 9-year-old nephew?
I mean, we can.
Absolutely.
Long distance.
Although I think
Start 'em
she
early.
that's fine. I think she likes older men anyway. So
How,
Oh, did you
when's her
want something in
birthday?
that class?
kidding. No, I'm fine
When
right
did
now.
she turn 9?
She is like 9.5, so she's 10 in October.
He
It's a big
just turned
birthday.
9 in
So
January.
you know, this is just never
Older
going to
woman.
work.
No,
never going to work.
Can't do it. Can't do it at all.
Do you remember when you were a kid though? If like a girl's like a year older, like she's really old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, because there's like when you're younger, everything.
She's in
seems
7th
like,
grade.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right. I remember going to high school and being a freshman in high school, and
And the seniors were so old.
They were like full-fledged
Adults.
adulting,
Driving.
like in front of you.
I gotta say, I dated all of them, and I even dated their older brothers.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I was
no.
always into the older ones.
just-
Obviously, remember when you were my counselor and I dated the other counselors?
You weren't supposed to.
Uh-oh.
Maybe, you mean
During.
You mean you're not during?
Yeah.
No.
Jennifer Golden.
There's just no way. She was
Fun times Jen over
She was
there.
under 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
She
I
really
can't
did it.
condone any of
I
that.
have to text Aria that she might be trouble.
No, I am old and tired. I'm not trouble anymore.
It's exactly. That the edge is gone now.
I
wait,
just stay home with my Valentine dog.
What
Wait,
are you
this could
doing?
work
Did you
with
already? Did you already share what you're doing for Valentine's Day?
I'm traveling to Miami.
That's right.
That's
and
With
then
no date.
boys, what are you guys doing for Valentine's
Well,
Day?
we explained my fiance is in New Zealand. So.
He's got a fiance.
Okay, great.
I'll be with my dog.
And
Yes, which you should be.
what do you guys? So did we get to the point of what they think about Valentine's Day?
So-
what it
Sort
means
of.
to them?
Sort of. So basically, a very small recap. Matt, share what you feel about Valentine's Day in a sentence or less.
I think it's a Hallmark holiday, but I think it means something because it's like you have to put in a little effort on that day. But I think you have to put in effort every day.
Yeah.
mean,
and I sort
totally
of said the
agree.
same thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going to
You
go
just
out
do a
to a
little
nice
bit
dinner.
more on Valentine's Day. But the thing is, like, even like Liz, my fiance, she's like, "Don't tell me you got me flowers." I'm like, "Well, you know you're gonna get flowers anyway." She's like, "You ruined the surprise."
Yeah.
And she got all pissed at me.
That's
for
funny.
ruining the surprise. I'm like, I'm sending you flowers to a different fucking time zone.
Aw.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they get there, so I'm telling you ahead
She's
of time. She
super
got all
cool, too. She's really cool,
mad.
really
She's funny.
nice.
You should actually have
beautiful.
her on the show. She
Totally.
will.
Oh, we
my
would love
God.
to
She's like
when
a
she
super.
moves here.
She's a superstar in New Zealand. Like, there's magazine articles about him being her.
Yeah, I'm like,
significant
I'm
other.
the arm candy in New Zealand.
I love it.
She's
What?
she's the star, and
She's
he's
like
the arm candy.
she looks like a little Margot Robbie.
She looks
She's
like
Margot
Margot
Robbie's
Robbie.
like sister. She's
Damn.
hot. She's hot.
I'm sorry, I don't see things like that on Raya. I don't know how you lucked out.
Oh, that's what you meant.
I literally saw her. I went on a date with her, which was super sketchy because I'm so antisocial. I make everyone come to my house, which seems super
No, that's
creepy.
where people go to die.
Yeah, exactly. And
Unless
I live in
to
Laurel
play with
Canyon
the
too,
dog.
which is like creepy as
His
fuck
house
as it
isn't
is.
creepy.
Come to my house in the hills.
You won't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Ted
It's-
Bundy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So she comes
Fucking
over
A.
and she walked in the door, and I was like, ugh. And I text Ari. I'm like, I'm in trouble.
Wait, she walked in your door. She actually said yes to this
She
weird
came,
plan.
and my dog, I had just gotten Rosie at the time, who hated everyone because she was like a rescue and just didn't like anyone. And she just jumped on Liz's lap and was like, "This is my mom." Like, this is it.
No.
And Rosie picked
Teary-eyed.
Rosie picked her.
How
Rosie
long?
picked her.
How long were you guys together before you proposed?
2 days.
A year.
Okay,
A year.
great.
Well, because she, you
An
know,
hour and a
she
half.
like the O1 visa is really hard to get right now. Even if you're like a big deal actor, like they don't care anymore.
This doesn't sound romantic when you bring up a visa.
No,
Well, but it's
it
logistics, yeah.
just
It does expedite the
it
process.
just is, you know, it's
So I have to
why.
find a
I mean,
foreigner?
I think we probably would have dated longer prior to being married if it wasn't for logistics, and we kind of were very realistic about it. Like, you know, if we're together a year and everything's going well, like we should probably get married because we're not going to, you know, deal with you living in New Zealand, or she probably would have gone to Australia to work. And me being in the States, it just doesn't work.
These things are real life issues, whether or not it's a visa or just
yeah, because people
sometimes-
are like, that's so not romantic.
No,
I'm
but
like,
sometimes it's like you're
not always
moving-
romantic.
Your
Right.
lease is up for something,
Right.
and you got to. I mean, it's would
Exactly
be
that.
That's
lovely-
very New York, though. It's like, why are we paying too expensive rents? We should move in.
No,
together.
but she's right. It's like,
Yeah.
that's the moment where you have to make the decision, or do I re-up my lease and live
Right.
alone? So.
And it's just those things that prompt the thought. And that's the path of life that you're on anyway. Are you going to take a right turn or a left turn? One of them's
Yeah,
towards
and
a relationship,
it's like,
one's
for me,
away.
it's like I've
Right.
dated so many dumb fucking actresses. No offense to anyone I've dated.
None taken.
We're not it, so we good.
You know,
we're smart
and it just-
fucking actresses.
You get to the point where you're like, this person's great. Like, what are you gonna get that's better? You know, everyone is always like trying to like, oh, I could maybe date this actor, this actress, or this producer. It's like, fucking cares.
That's what we talked about
At the end
last
of the
time.
day,
I was
it's
Yeah.
like, I've dated huge actors. They're not going to do shit for you, just so you know.
No,
it's
no
never
one-
just because you're
Yeah.
fucking someone that won an Academy Award does not mean anything is
Doesn't
going to
mean
fall in
shit.
your place.
Right.
Oh,
you don't.
totally.
It's not the old timey times where like
No.
you get
No one cares.
discovered.
And not
No
only
one gives a
that,
shit.
that connection. Okay, great. There's another layer to that, which is like the novelty of that kind of a thing. When you move to LA and you're like, oh, you're around athletes and actors,
It
and
just
you're
doesn't,
like,
it doesn't matter because everyone is at some, and we live in this weird social media world now, where even people that are fucking reality losers have some sort of like ego
Clout.
because they have 1 million followers. It's like, you're a fucking dork that takes pictures on your iPhone.
Totally.
Like, you're not cool. You have no talent. You do nothing.
and they might be cool, but like at the end of the day, we're all just going back to that same thing. So whether or not you're like, you're caught off guard and you have stars in your eyes because this person's an Academy Award winning actor, which, okay, great. That is obviously an amazing thing. But like at the end of the day, the novelty wears off.
I was just going to say, the
doesn't
novelty
matter.
wears
It
off,
doesn't
the
matter.
mystique goes away.
Absolutely.
Everyone's
That's
just
the
people.
person.
With who the person is. And if you happen to fucking
And normally
like
that person sucks. That's the problem.
And their filter doesn't actually exist in real life. Now, okay,
It's if they believe their own hype sometimes.
Well,
and they're
a
not-
lot of them
And they're
do.
not
too
related.
bad.
The worst is a lot of these people that have had success like a long time ago, they live in in that like era or decade. It's like it's not 1999 anymore. Like people don't look at you like that anymore. Like it's
There's a new
over.
crop of
it's-
weirdos.
Exactly.
The problem with
replaced
being
you.
in dating in a city like Los Angeles too is that I think that there people in the entertainment industry are also enabled by everyone working for them or next to them. So
Yeah, it's a rent-a-friends. Any actress I ever dated that was like super successful, they had like rent-a-friend like assistants, but they were their friends. I'm like, do you really have to pay your fucking friend to watch your dog for 10 minutes?
Weird.
Like
Very
it's
weird.
like why? Oh, she needs money. I'm like, no. If she was your friend, it doesn't matter how much money she'd run up to your
Right.
house and go take your dog.
Well, a
out
lot
to
of
shit.
times the people around them are the hair person, the makeup person,
The people they spend the most time with that they trust.
But they're all rent-a-friends.
No, but they're all on the payroll.
Absolutely.
They're all
all on the
rent-a-friends.
payroll.
And then when
So-
the payroll dries up, it's like, oh, not friends anymore.
Bye.
Wow.
So, okay, Brett, you mentioned you're on Raya.
Well, he mentioned that. I don't even use it. I just had it on my
A
phone.
lot of people say that. A
and
lot
I
of
was
people say
showing.
that.
I'm not a liar. I showed it to him at the wedding. I don't even know how it came up.
Fine, but now would you prefer if somebody like slid into your DMs on like Instagram?
Yeah,
Is
I
that a
think
more
so.
comfortable place for you to meet someone?
Yeah, I think that's There's less kind of. There's no stigma really about DMs.
So, and that's the thing. It's like, would you be more comfortable, either of you, anybody in this room, would you be more comfortable saying to somebody, oh, I met him or her on social media, actually? Or would you
Yeah,
feel
I don't
more
mind.
weird about saying, oh, we met on Match.com?
Yeah, well, I think dating
I don't
apps
think
come
there's a
with
stigma anymore. I think like
little
10
bit
years
of a
ago there was a
stigma.
stigma of like meeting people online, but I think it's just so normal now.
Yeah.
Because everyone has it, and
Yeah.
it's a very. And if you think about it too, like if you meet someone online, you're talking to them, you're having conversations with them. You actually get to know something about them before you even step foot with them in a room. Whereas if you're at a bar with someone, it's like, this girl's hot, I really want to just have sex with her, but you don't care anything about
True.
her. And the minute she opens her mouth, you're like, ugh, I fucking hate this person. Where you can figure out if you hate the person before you even meet them.
You
I
can't.
like that. So you actually appreciate the apps then?
Oh, there was some actress, Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
I'll throw her name out there because I don't even give a fuck.
That's fine.
I've never met her. And I matched with her on Riot, and I literally just fought with her. I
could see that
I
happening.
fought with her, and she's like, "You're such a hypocrite. You have pictures like without a shirt on, but you don't have social media and this and that." I'm like, "It's a fucking dating app. Like
She's
we're
also-
trying to get laid on this."
She's
shit."
also
boy.
half our age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
she is
I know.
very young.
Exactly.
She's
She's
too
like,
young.
but it was
a
like
liability, but yeah.
literally like I fought with her.
Yeah.
and never
you
even met
knew.
her.
And then
never
you
even
were
met her.
like,
Right. So
well,
it actually saved you time.
Yeah.
the only
having to go on the
thing that I think, and I think you're correct on that, is that, and you also have a long distance type ish relationship. So clearly you're really good with communicating, and that's a thing for you, I think. So on the apps, maybe that's a good thing for you. But the only thing that a lot of people complain about with the apps is that there's no way to feel the chemistry until you get off the app and in person with them at the said
I
bar
don't know.
or
I
restaurant.
mean, like with Liz, it's always like this weird sort of like baby steps. You want to talk to him on texting, and like you don't want to be that like super desperate guy, like come over, like right now type thing. And we talked, and then we got on the phone, and I talked to her for like a couple hours on the phone, and you just knew from the rapport of just talking to someone on the phone, like this is gonna work.
Well, absolutely. The rapport, I think, gives you the chemistry. Like, actually, my therapist, we talk about her all the time. We should just have her on the show.
We
but
should.
I think there's like a HIPAA law that she
Yeah,
can't
I
actually.
think it's.
You can't talk.
she could
reveal
come
that
on
she's-
as
Patient
somebody else, though.
confidentiality.
Maybe. Okay,
Your
we'll
friend.
disguise her as a friend.
Wow.
That happens to be a therapist that I go to. So she always says, because I talk about not wasting time and I talk about like how I am belabored by this whole process, she's like, get phone calls done because you can hear their voice, and if you
Yeah.
hate their voice or you hate their cadence or you hate
There's
that
just
they
certain
cannot
things that,
banter.
like,
more, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I
Okay.
think it's interesting with them because if you look at them, you would think they were like co-stars in a movie or something. Like you wouldn't believe
We look like cast, like we were cast.
But you wouldn't believe they met over the phone, basically, or like fell in love over the phone. Like you would just
Yeah,
assume that
it
it
was
had
just
to
a-
be in person.
And
but-
she's a lot younger than I am, so it's like for me, she was a liability on paper. Like when I saw her, like, okay, you're an actress, you're hot, you're successful in your own country, you're coming to LA to, be successful internationally. Like you're like the scariest person in the world to date because like Ryan Gosling's gonna be trying to bang you like next week. It's like every single
If
like
he was single.
whatever. Like I'm just
Not
Or-
single.
I
and
as
as a
to get
parent.
him in trouble.
yeah, exactly. I'm just
Or-
saying because like
Good choice, though.
Ryan Gosling
Wouldn't be
has
my choice.
stolen other girlfriends of mine. So it's like
Oh.
we've been down that. He probably doesn't even know it either.
Oh, how rude is he?
know,
God, what
You
a
can get a
He-
lot of good
He just
information from
lifts
him, by
them.
the
He
way.
just lifts them out from underneath. You don't even know it.
I'm sure he does. He's like, hey, girl, hey.
That
Yeah,
fucking
that's it.
Ryan Gosling, man.
Hey, that guy.
That guy
Of
yeah.
Mickey Mouse Club fame.
I mean,
Honestly, we missed out. And could you
Justin
imagine
Timberlake?
the Mickey Mouse Club, if they existed today, they would be like, they'd have millions and millions of followers.
Well, they ended up making it.
Well, they did. But
They all did.
Almost all of them.
it took a little bit longer than if they just had Instagram.
True.
True. Oh, so we were talking about Instagram. I was going to say, I think it's a little more organic to meet on Instagram because you can still be. I think you can still be a gentleman.
When I
like to be a
had
gentleman.
Instagram that was like open and public, I had some fucking crazy people.
He's very against.
And they're like
Clearly.
and they're like attractive, and they're on great TV shows. So you're like, oh, this person must be cool. And it was like literally the craziest people I've ever met. So I'm
That's
like,
the thing,
close that
too.
down.
You
I don't
can't-
want any access to me.
But I was going to say you can at least like pictures, comment. You can do it in kind of an organic, gentlemanly way.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're commenting
Yes.
on like a fake, curated life.
But you can slowly
Hates
ease
the
into it instead of
influencers.
just going right for the
I don't.
jugular.
I don't hate them. I mean, I understand. I think it's a dying breed. I mean, I think it's all advertising, and the advertising, community needed a place to advertise.
There will be another avenue at some point.
It's already dying.
Right.
I mean,
It
we
will be
already
it.
talked about it in the movie,
Right.
The American Meme. It's dying.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I mean, if you were able to capitalize on that like 5-6 years ago before anyone did, good on you, type thing. But I just think it's, as far as like trying to date someone like that, they're more aware than actors of like every single thing, their lighting, like what they're doing,
Yeah,
how they look,
yeah.
like
That can be tiring.
It's fucking gross.
Right,
It's
and
like-
you can't live your best life. You can't even go on a Valentine's Day date without having to photograph the food or take
and
a
half those
photo in
people
the
are
right lighting,
fucking
editing it.
broke and fake as shit anyways. It's like, dude, you're a health influencer. You live like out of your car and have like 15 roommates. And you're a life coach. What are you going to coach me about?
You see,
your life
when
sucks.
when the veil is lifted, you
like,
see that.
When the filter is removed.
like the life coach is like, but bro, your life sucks. Like,
Right,
what
how-
are you going
what
to
do you-
coach me on?
Terrifying.
Well, how do you
exactly.
guys feel about if a guy's photos are too professional or too
No,
curated?
gotta go. Too pretty, gotta go.
I think it's a little. It's just like anything. Even if you showed up all the time, like perfectly buttoned up in your fucking stupid suit, choking your skin on your neck because you're so uptight. Like anything of too much of
It's just-
perfectness.
it's
we want to
accept-
see. Yeah,
We want
wanna
the real
see-
human, and also
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
is that
want.
attractive to girls? Like a
No,
guy
I don't
who's
want
like
someone-
an influencer?
Absolutely
or
not. I don't
blogger?
want someone that needs that much validation. They should only care what I think.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what I would. When
It's
I would,
not-
like, when I would try to date people online, if I would see someone that had 1 million followers or like even 100,000 followers that wasn't like a legitimate celebrity, like on a show or had a following for something, you are flawed. If you're chasing that and you're not like have the
Yeah.
machine behind you,
Right.
you are flawed.
Like if you're not like an influencer for an actual reason, like influence me
Yeah.
for a reason
Yeah.
that matters,
Yeah.
not just because you
Not
have.
because
So
you
is it a
eat fucking
turn-off?
cake.
Yeah,
girls?
absolutely a turnoff. I think for girls, it just depends what kind of girl.
I
We're
think it
different
depends
kinds of
on.
girls.
Yeah, I think
We're
it just
girls in
depends
our
on
30s.
what you're
But like most
influencing
of those
and if it's
dudes
real.
that are like the hot guys that work out, it's like no guy wants to be like you. They want to punch you in the face, and the only people that are liking your photos are gay dudes. Just so you know.
We want
That's actually
relatability.
right, we do.
Yes.
And now, how can people relate to you once they've watched the show and get in touch with you in some way? Where can they find you guys? What are you working
Well, he's
on?
very anti-social media,
they
so you
cannot
can't
find
really
you.
find him.
I don't. I mean, I have a private Instagram. Rosie has an Instagram. You
Yeah,
should-
Rosie's
okay, follow
Instagram.
Rosie.
Follow Rosie.
What is it?
Rosie Felker.
Okay.
Very clever.
puppies.
And while you're following Rosie Falker, you can follow Buddy Gursky.
You
or something
can
like
follow
that.
Buddy.
We're trying to build her credits. She was in American Meme. She's
Lift
been
her
in-
up. You can't see
She's
her.
been in People Magazine.
I
She's
That's a cute girl.
look at that puppies.
That's a cute belly.
I
She
follow
was
Buddy
an American
Gursky.
Meme. That's a fun Easter egg to like find Rosie in American Meme.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, great. And Brett, where can everyone find you?
Same, Brett Gursky. Are we done already?
We're
Yeah.
done. That's
Wait,
a wrap.
that went by
I
real
know,
fast.
and
That's
I came
how it
for,
goes here
I,
at
came,
It's
I showed up for
Complicated.
20 minutes, so
Wow.
I'm here.
I know.
everyone.
That
I
was
know.
easy.
Exactly.
We're
Happy
gonna work on Ari
Valentine's
for
Day.
you.
Well,
And we
Ari's
got me
next.
a new Valentine's date for.
Oh, this is so
Valentine's
exciting. We are
Day
going to keep
miracle.
you all posted on that. And don't forget to tune in next week for an all
when
new
Ari,
show.
her new fiance, is
And
on.
He's
Ari,
coming.
and our guest dating data specialist, Taylor Anderson. And where can everyone find you?
It's actually Taylor Alderson, but we.
Oh.
sorry, Taylor.
Oh, I'm
if you're
sorry.
watching.
That was my fault.
It's okay. It's all very similar. Guys, you can find me at Ari's house because he's my new husband.
Yes.
Or at Jennifer Golden on all the social media platforms. And if it doesn't work out with Ari, you slide into those DMs.
Yes, and you can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all the social medias. We hope you guys have a very happy Valentine's
Happy.
Day. Go celebrate love.
She's
and
engaged, so don't message her.
yeah, we'll see you next
Exactly.
week. Love you long time.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.